Ever wondered where you could have dined like royalty in the 1980s, only to find out those iconic restaurants have vanished? The 1980s were a golden era for dining, with many restaurants offering a unique flair that captured the imagination of patrons. From Steak and Ale's cozy Tudor-style ambiance to Blimpy's upscale sub-shop charm, these venues defined the decade's dining scene. Steak and Ale, started in 1966 by Norman Brinker in Dallas, Texas, became a popular dining chain by the 1980s. Its Tudor-style design and dim lighting created a cozy atmosphere, offering an affordable yet classy dining experience. Known for dishes like herb-roasted prime rib, New York strip, and filet mignon, the restaurant attracted people looking for an elegant meal without the high prices. At its peak, Steak and Ale had nearly 300 locations across the United States. It introduced the unlimited salad bar, a new concept that soon became common in many casual dining spots. Their unique promotions, such as 25-cent wine samples and free drink refills, added to their appeal. Despite its success, the chain faced declining business in the late 1990s due to increased competition and changing dining trends. Unable to compete with newer restaurants, Steak and Ale filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in 2008, closing the remaining 58 locations across the country. While Steak and Ale's decline mirrored broader trends in the dining industry, Bennigan's also faced similar challenges. Established in 1976 by Norman E. Brinker in Atlanta, Georgia, it quickly grew into a popular Irish-American pub-themed restaurant chain. Known for its energetic atmosphere and famous Monte Cristo sandwiches, it became a go-to place for business lunches and family dinners. The restaurant's warm, pub-like decor and welcoming service made it a favorite for those looking for a relaxed dining experience. At its peak, in the 1980s, Bennigan's had more than 300 locations in the United States and even expanded internationally. Its menu offered various hearty dishes, with the Monte Cristo sandwich, a deep-fried sandwich filled with ham, turkey, and cheese, standing out as a signature item. Bennigan's also used creative marketing, such as themed nights and special promotions, in order to attract a loyal customer base. Despite its early success, the chain started to decline in the late 1990s due to increased competition and shifting consumer tastes. In 2008, Bennigan's filed for Chapter 7 bankruptcy, closing many locations. As Bennigan's faced its own struggles in the changing dining landscape, another iconic chain, Victoria Station, was also experiencing a similar fate. Founded in 1969 by Richard Bradley and Peter Lee, it was known for its train-themed dining experience. The restaurant had unique decor, with dining areas set inside refurbished train cars, creating a nostalgic and elegant atmosphere. It specialized in prime rib, steak, and seafood, and quickly gained popularity during the 1970s and 1980s. At its peak, the chain had more than 100 locations across the United States and even expanded internationally. Its iconic design, featuring train cars and station-like settings, became a memorable aspect for many diners. The restaurant incorporated authentic railway memorabilia and was easily recognizable by its red and white striped awnings. Victoria Station used creative marketing, like offering a free meal on birthdays, which helped it attract a loyal customer base. Despite its early success, the chain began to decline in the late 1980s due to rising competition and shifting dining trends. By the early 1990s, most locations had closed, and the brand gradually faded into obscurity. As Victoria Station's nostalgic charm waned, another establishment, Dalton Steakhouse, was rising to prominence with its own distinctive dining appeal. A well-known chain in the 1980s, it gained popularity for its classic American cuisine and became a favored choice for business lunches and dinners. The restaurant offered an upscale but comfortable dining experience, which attracted both business professionals and families. The menu featured a range of steaks, seafood, and hearty American dishes that appealed to a wide range of customers. At its peak, Dalton Steakhouse had many locations across the United States, becoming a common presence in various cities. The restaurant's cozy atmosphere, combined with its quality food and attentive service, made it a memorable dining experience for many. Signature dishes like prime rib and unique marketing strategies, including special promotions and themed nights, further added to its charm. In the 1990s, as competition from newer restaurants grew and consumer preferences shifted, the chain began to struggle. Food and service quality reportedly declined, resulting in reduced customer satisfaction. While Dalton Steakhouse was experiencing a decline in the 1990s, another establishment, Charlie Brown's Fresh Grill, began to establish itself with a similar appeal, but in a different market segment. Originally known as Charlie Brown's Steakhouse, it was established in 1966 in Warren Township, New Jersey, by 3 local businessmen. The restaurant quickly became a favorite for its cozy, tavern-like feel, prime rib, and well-known salad bar. In the 1980s and 90s, it was a popular place for families and business lunches, known for its welcoming service and hearty American meals. At its peak, Charlie Brown's had many locations across the Northeast, especially in New Jersey, New York, and Pennsylvania. One of the standout features was its house salad, topped with egg, shrimp, and Catalina dressing. The restaurant's image and marketing focused on a warm and inviting atmosphere, which connected with many customers. The salad bar, with its fresh ingredients, was a big attraction for health-conscious diners. The chain began to struggle in the early 2000s due to rising competition and financial troubles. After filing for bankruptcy in 2010, most locations closed, and by the early 2020s, only a few remained. While Charlie Brown's struggled with competition, another restaurant rose to prominence. Chart House was founded on July 4, 1961, by Hawaiian surfer Joey Cabell and U.S. Navy man Buzz Bent. The first restaurant opened in Aspen, Colorado as a small steakhouse with only 14 tables. The chain soon became popular for its waterfront locations and high-end seafood, making it well known by the 1980s. Chart House offered fresh fish, prime rib, and was recognized for its unique architecture in settings by lakes, mountains, and seacoasts. The restaurants focused on providing beautiful views along with meals, with nautical-themed decor, and a menu that featured specialties like slow-roasted prime rib and the famous hot lava chocolate cake. At its peak, Chart House had 63 locations across the United States, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands. By the late 1990s, increased competition and financial issues led to the chain's decline. Several popular locations were closed, and the original chain's prominence gradually faded over time. As Chart House's prominence waned, Farrell's ice cream parlor restaurants were founded in 1963 by Bob Farrell and Ken McCarthy in Portland, Oregon. Known for their vintage early 1900s themed decor and lively atmosphere, they quickly became a popular place for family celebrations, especially birthdays. The restaurants offered a mix of family dining and ice cream, featuring elaborate sundaes, burgers, and sandwiches. One standout feature was the free ice cream sundae given to children on their birthdays, which made Farrell's a go-to spot for parties. By the 1970s, the chain had expanded to 120 locations across the United States. Each restaurant was designed to resemble an old-fashioned ice cream parlor, complete with player pianos and employees dressed in period costumes. Farrell's once held the record for the world's largest ice cream sundae, weighing over 1,500 pounds. After being sold to the Marriott Corporation in 1972, the chain began to struggle due to increased competition and changes in dining preferences. By 2019, the last Farrell's location closed, ending its nostalgic run. As Farrell's nostalgic charm faded, Ponderosa and Bonanza steakhouses rose as well-known buffet-style restaurant chains that flourished in the 1980s. Famous for their Western-themed atmosphere, they provided a distinctive dining experience centered around steak and unlimited sides and salads. These restaurants became popular for their affordable prices, family-friendly environment, and large hearty meals. At their peak, Ponderosa and Bonanza had hundreds of locations throughout the United States, making them a key part of the American dining culture. These chains stood out for their rustic decor, featuring wagon wheels and cowboy-themed designs that created a nostalgic Western feel. Their advertising focused on the generous portion sizes and variety at the buffet, drawing in families and large groups. Interestingly, the names Ponderosa and Bonanza were inspired by the television show Bonanza, enhancing their Western charm. Despite their early success, both chains saw a decline in the late 1990s and early 2000s, as dining habits shifted and competition from other restaurants increased, leading to many closures. As buffet-style dining waned, seafood-focused experiences like Rusty's Scupper emerged as a popular seafood restaurant chain that thrived in the 1980s and early 90s. It became well known for serving fresh seafood dishes and offering beautiful waterfront views, creating a casual yet upscale dining experience that drew many customers. The restaurant's nautical-themed decor and wide views made it a favorite choice for special events and romantic meals. At its peak, Rusty's Scupper had several locations, particularly along the East Coast, known for delivering a memorable dining experience. A major reason for the restaurant's success was its menu, featuring seafood like Maryland crab cakes, lobster, and shrimp. It also gained fame for its Sunday brunch, which included live jazz music, adding to its appeal. The name, Rusty's Scupper, gave a feeling of maritime adventure, reflected in its design and branding. Despite its early success, Rusty's Scupper's popularity began to fade in the late 1990s and early 2000s, leading to its eventual decline. As Rusty's Scupper's popularity waned, another contender emerged in the sub-industry. Blimpy's Sub Shops, founded in 1964, became a popular choice for sub sandwiches in the 1980s. Known for its fresh ingredients and made-to-order subs, Blimpy's provided a more upscale feel compared to other sub chains. The decor featured bright colors and a clean, inviting atmosphere, making it a pleasant place for a quick meal. At its peak, Blimpy's boasted nearly 2,000 locations across the United States, establishing itself as a major player in the fast food industry. The menu at Blimpy's included a range of subs, such as the Blimpy Best, which combined various meats, cheeses, and fresh vegetables. This emphasis on high-quality ingredients and customization set Blimpy's apart from its competitors. The name Blimpy was inspired by the word blimp, symbolizing a large and satisfying sandwich. By the late 1990s and early 2000s, Blimpy's faced a decline due to increased competition from chains like Subway and management challenges, resulting in a significant reduction in locations. And there you have it. 10 fancy restaurants from the 1980s that have vanished from the culinary scene. Which was your favorite? If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, please like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgia-packed content.